No, whoa, 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 whoa. Netflix, what the fuck?
Want to use Netflix instead? $20 a month.
You lying. Netflix ain't never did that. Never. What's good, YouTube? It's Ball 2 with in a bit back with another banger. And today we're going to be reacting to things you realize when you enter adulthood. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them kids that did think being an adult was the sweetest thing in the world. Where I thought, being able to own your own house and your own cars and all this other stuff, but I'm not thinking about the other shit that comes with it. A job, paying bills, paying insurance, paying this. Like, you feel me? Like I wasn't thinking about none of that. Just, I just get to be an adult and walk in the world and everything is pretty much given to me the same way I am as a kid. Nah. As you get older, that shit starts getting hard and hard. You start feeling like you're left behind and shit. You feel me? Man, bro, niggas was ungrateful. But with that being said, you feel me? I can't sit here and yap you guys' ears off, man. I know y'all here for the reaction, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So let's get straight to it. Let's do it.
Welcome to adulthood. The time in your life you used to spend all your younger years dreaming about. No more needing to ask your parents for money, no more early bedtime, curfews. It's finally time to start living life on your own terms. Finally you get here. When you only now start to realize all the bullshit you have to deal with and realize maybe being a kid wasn't so bad. Bro,
this is exactly what I'm talking about. That right there, having to wake up at specific times to go to work. I'm not saying that folks wasn't doing that when they was still in school, you feel me? We had to wake up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, obviously. But, as you get older and you start realizing, bro, you can't do shit without money. Your parents ain't gonna keep buying you shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do all that. They were obligated to. They had to. Now, that's over with. That's never happening.
First thing you realize once you enter adulthood,
money.
Everything just revolves around money. Whether it be you just wanting to chill inside the crib or even going out with all of your friends, everything requires money.
Yes.
Gone are the days where your parents could hand you $20 and you would be on top of the world for an entire week. Instead, you're now relying on a job to give you a steady paycheck, and somehow it's still not enough. There's no more hitting a corner store with all your boys while only having a soccer ball and some chump change. Instead, now every time you leave the house, somehow you're down $100.
Yo, what's crazy is I stay talking about this, bro. If you leave the house, you're gonna spend at least $100 minimum, bro. Minimum $100, bro. That's like, as soon as you step out, that's like, okay, if you didn't put gas in the tank prior to whatever you did yesterday or before that day, bro, you gotta pay for gas. You gotta also pay for the eats, you know what I'm saying? The foods, you know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, you got other shit. Like, say if you buy some other shit, you go out with the homies, y'all go to a mall or some shit, you won't end up spending bread anyways. Really, it's really gonna be more than 100. But you know what I'm saying? Minimum $100. You're gonna spend $100 if you step foot out your house. That shit just levitates from your pocket.
Take the other approach and choose to chill inside the crib. That bed you're lying on, thousands of bucks. TV, hundreds of bucks. Want to watch your favorite TV show? Cable costs up to $100 a month.
Hell no.
Want to use Netflix instead? $20 a month.
No, whoa. Netflix, what the fuck?
Want to use Netflix instead? $20 a month.
You lying. Netflix ain't never did that. Never. Netflix is doing this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
You're more of a chill on your phone kind of guy inside the crib?
I'll be staring at the wall.
You want to access the internet? Gotta pay for that shit too.
Yep.
You're hungry and want to get some food? Better prepare yourself for that Uber Eats delivery fee, or better yet, drive your ass to the grocery store and pay hundreds of bucks. This shit gets ridiculous. Motherfuckers be like,
money doesn't buy happiness. There's more to life.
Yes, the hell it does.
Money isn't everything.
But let your bank account touch $0 and watch how fast you'll have nothing. The worst part about money in adulthood is when you come to the realization you actually have to work before you could buy something. So you start running the hourly calculations. Like, you deadass will sit there and be like, damn, I kind of want to buy some new shoes. Then realize it'll cost you 7 fucking hours of labor. This shit only gets worse too. Like, once you start getting into the $1,000 price range, you'll quickly start to realize how cartoonishly long it takes to achieve these said products.
It's not even just cartoonish. It's not even just that. That motherfucker is too much. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, like I don't understand. Like phones now, you spending at least, like, if you want to buy the latest technology, you're gonna spend at least 2-3 bands. Probably. I'm lying. I'm over exaggerating. Probably one rack. You know what I'm saying? 1K. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so 1K. But as time continues, bro, shit is only getting more expensive if I'm keeping it a buck. So it's like, either way, you gonna end up spending $2,000, you feel me, $3,000 for a phone anyways, especially an iPhone. Droids, you know what I'm saying? They always get away with shit because they got all types of shit. You feel me? The Apple headphones cost at least $500. $500 for headphones, bro. Think about that shit.
Let's say you wanted to buy something like a used car at $6,000.
Ha.
That shit would take you 30 straight days of work, assuming you're making $25 an hour. 30 straight days. Mind you, you can't spend money on anything else. Groceries, going out, bills, literally nothing. Or even something a little more luxurious. You tell yourself after
there is no luxury.
So long, it's only right to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Except now it's
not in this economy.
1.3 years of work.
Yeah, all right.
485 days.
Yeah, all right.
3,880 hours to be exact.
Yeah, all right.
Just to buy that damn car. Which leads to another realization. You were never supposed to be able to afford that shit in the first place. And don't even get me started on a fucking house.
Yeah, bro. Like, look at this house I'm trying to buy, bro.
Nigga, you are not buying a house in this economy, bruh.
What do you mean, bro? Look, I found one right here.
Oh, word?
That shit a milli.
$500,000, bro.
And you said you're making how much right now?
Like, about 25 an hour, bro.
Huh. I mean, you only got like 20,000 hours left until you get...
Bro, you're... Yo, I really don't get these outrageous amounts. Like, how do we even get to this point? That's the crazy thing about it. Like, when did we start selling? Like, when did houses start becoming this pricey? Because I don't remember houses, like, growing up, like, even when my parents used to talk about homes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ranged from, like, 50 to 100,000. You feel me? Like, that's not bad ranges. You know what I'm saying? But then now we get into these outrageous $600,000, $700,000 houses that folks know dang well they ain't paid. They did not pay that much for that shit, bro. If I'm keeping it a buck, you didn't spend that much money on that shit, bro. You didn't. This is just straight up you in the economy trying to throw us in the loop. You don't want us to own shit. But that's cool. That's cool.
Assuming I have no debt, bro.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're cooked.
Means you now have to start questioning what the hell you're actually paying for. Like when you were younger, you'll notice it was mad easy to just splurge on absolutely anything and everything without second thought. However, adulthood will start making you question if you really need that 24-pack of.
How much is that?
Eventually, you come to the realization that the system in place puts you in a hamster wheel.
Facts.
Running around, working hard, yet at the end of the month, you damn near have nothing to show for it. All your time starts to blend into one. Considering the fact that you're literally spending most of your waking hours doing the exact same thing day in and day out. When you're in your younger years, you're just straight bullshitting. Everything seems to be so new, different, exciting. Things like making new friends, new jobs, overall new experiences. Even though majority of your life up until this point you spent in school, every year you were learning a different subject, going to different schools, and hopefully you were trying different things as well. However, now you've entered adulthood.
There's nothing to try.
An alarm ringing loud as hell every morning.
Now that I'm thinking about it, school was a lot more, you know what I'm saying, productive. Like, yeah, even though some schools wasn't even all that, you know what I'm saying, they had a lot going on. Sometimes the early morning fights. That's probably just my school, but the early morning fights, you got the motherfuckers that I don't know, it was just a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird, slightly cool experience. But other than that, once you leave that environment, you're really not doing shit besides working. If I'm keeping it up, then the shit starts getting consistent. Then it started getting boring, and then you continuously just do it just cause, nigga, you just have to, bro. Like, what? These bills ain't gonna pay themselves. They're not gonna pay themselves, bro.
Dragging yourself out of bed, getting ready, sitting in traffic, working, sitting in more traffic, then going home.
Oh,
they want
man,
you to do
Atlanta.
this for the rest of your life. And if you're lucky, you might enjoy what you're doing in the process. But for the vast majority of people,
hell no.
Fuck no. I couldn't tell you the amount of people I run into within my day-to-day life that have the Hall of Fame responses anytime work is brought up.
You know, a job's a job. It pays the bills. Work is work.
Here we
Or they
go.
just upright tell you how much they despise having to actually get up and go to work in the morning. Adulting means coming to the realization that it's almost as if your entire existence is based solely on waking up, going to work, paying endless bills and taxes, contributing to a completely made-up economy, and then withering away. What the f? Mind you, there's
that
a
is
nigga
kinda
out there
weird.
in the middle of nowhere just pressing this button. Like he's literally just pressing a button, printing this money out of thin air. Yet somehow have all of us running through hula hoops and obstacle courses to get it. Crazy. It's almost like we're a bunch of rats, spending all of our time chasing cheese. And ironically enough, we end up with no time. Motherfuckers be like,
Yep.
You work to live, not live to work.
and then spend most of their waking hours at their damn job. This is one of the core reasons I don't even blame people for trying to cut.
Man, look, boy. This is facts. Nigga, facts. You work, you're not gonna have time for shit else, bro. You're doing an 8-hour, 10-hour shift. By the time you're done, you're gonna get home. You're not even gonna want to go to the gym. You're not gonna want to spend time with your friends. You're not gonna want to do shit else. You just want to go home. Probably you're gonna no on your way home. This is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna map out your whole thing. You're gonna drive, right? Boom. You're gonna pass a McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, whatever you like, whatever choice. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna then go to that drive-thru. You're gonna buy the food, right? You're gonna head back home, eat something, probably take a shower, depending on how you feel, or you probably might take a power nap, then take a shower, or you might just wake up earlier than usual the next day and just take a shower in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna repeat that same shit over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what's gonna happen. And I know there's some people that's doing that shit. That's gonna do that shit today. Like, you mean?
Day life. Do anything they can, even if it saves them a couple of minutes within a day. Show up to work late, it is what it is. Use express lanes on the highway, gotta do what you gotta do. The old saying goes, work smarter, not harder, which is why some people around me just started letting Kimmy do its thing. Kimmy is the free GPT alternative that your boss...
Bro, this nigga just duped me, boy. What the fuck? This nigga's a fucking... Yo, this dude right here, bro.
or even a damn raise before anyone else notices. Once you enter adulthood, it almost feels as if everything is a scam or some form of a trap. Whether it be the ATM telling you to cover your PIN so you don't get robbed, or that one store in the mall that's had a final clearance sale for the last 6 months, everything seems like it's up against you. They let you buy a new...
Wait, hold on. Was this a part of the...
Everything you'll ever need. What Kimmy beats GPT at is handling
Oh, this is... Nah, it's an ad. I'm tripping. My fault, y'all. My fault.
notices. Once you enter adulthood, it almost feels as if everything is a scam or some form of a trap. Whether it be the ATM telling you to cover your PIN so you don't get robbed, or that one store in the mall that's had a final clearance sale for the last 6 months, everything seems like it's up against you. They let you buy a new car, but if you drive it without insurance, you'll face consequences. You say to yourself, I gotta get this bitch insured. And after making just a few measly phone calls and giving information over the phone to God knows who, some miraculous way you've now agreed upon paying thousands of bucks to a company.
That's how they get you.
Mind you, you've never seen them. They've never seen you. Hell, they don't even know what your car looks
Excuse
like.
me,
Now you
y'all.
owe them hundreds of bucks a month. What the fuck? And I dare you to actually get into an accident and try to process a claim.
Yeah,
But
all
what
right.
if it
You're
ain't
not
keep
getting no
assisting
money.
you when it's time to actually fulfill their end of the deal?
No money.
Not to mention, you pay them on a basis to cover you for a set amount. However, if they ever have to cover you, you'll start owing them even more. You try so hard to purchase a house. You know, hundreds of thousands of dollars you need to pay off over decades upon decades. But even once you purchase a house, you don't own it. Don't pay your property tax. Watch how fast they come lock that front door. We'll see who really owns this house. You spend your whole life working 40 hours a week.
No, that don't even make sense I really don't get that shit. It's like, all right, if I'm the owner, if I'm supposed to be the owner of this house, how are you still able to tell me that I have to pay for the land that my house is on? I have to pay for that shit. And if I don't, you can sit here and take my house away from me. That don't even make sense. Who came up with these laws? Like, who came up with this shit? Who? Because you, sir, or whoever you are, we need to come have a talk. You need to come have a talk with everybody else in the U.S. You need to have a talk with everybody in the U.S. so we can figure out this issue. You feel me? All of us just in one room talking to you. Because whoever made this shit is a straight dumbass. I'm not going to lie. You're a dumbass.
Minimum. Every paycheck is fucking taxed. Then you proceed to take that tax paycheck to actually go buy shit for yourself. And then pay taxes on the shit that you're buying for yourself. Then at some point they come to you and say,
Hey, bro, did you file your taxes?
Nah, I thought y'all already did that. Like my paychecks and like all the shit that I'm paying for and stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, we taxed that already. But, you know, we gotta tax you on your income as well. You know, income tax.
The what tax?
Yeah, and, based off this report that we just ran, it's looking like you owe us an additional $7 grand.
What? You go to the dentist, in which they tell you need to undergo a surgery as it's the only way you could save your tooth. After the surgery has been completed, you realize your tooth still has a hole. Hey, yo, doc, I still got a hole in my tooth.
You still gotta pay money.
You gotta pay to get
no insurance.
You mean the filling isn't a part of the surgery?
You think this is a charity?
What the fuck? Or you'll go up.
Bro, this is exactly why I don't believe this shit. Like where they say doctors, oh yeah, the reason I want to be a doctor is, you know, to fulfill the need of the feel of helping people and wanting to be there for people and shit like that. Man, you're a liar, boy. Boy, fuck up out of here. Them big institutions that be sitting here having these high profile doctors and shit. Some of them be owning their own hospitals and shit. Yeah, nigga, you're a liar. You don't care about saving lives. You just care about money. That's all you care about, money. You don't care about shit else.
For some
just money.
In which the cashier tells you that your total will be $15. You hover your card over the POS machine for roughly 10 seconds, in which you finally start to notice it's not actually processing the transaction. After slowly moving your card away, you notice that the machine is asking you for a tip.
Yeah, alright.
Early adulthood is
I pressed that red button so quick.
Whether or not you're actually aware of the traps or the nonsense we all go through within each of our day-to-day lives, all you can do is try to laugh it away. Or end up developing some form of an addiction to try to distract yourself from what we so-call reality. All in all, entering adulthood will make you realize the craziest of things.
Yeah, let me go back to being a kid, bro. Please.
Nothing at all, to getting older and always feeling the need to ball. You start to realize the system that's in place and start questioning if it even aligns with what you care for at all. Everything around you seems to be trying to get something out of you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe being a kid wasn't that bad. I mean, you tell me, do you think entering adulthood is as hard as it is due to there being no actual guideline in doing so? Or are people starting to notice subtle flaws in the system and questions that have no answers?
Nah, nigga, they're spawn trapping us.
Again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bruh.
Man, they're starting to spawn trap us. That's what it is. They're spawn trapping us. As soon as we come out the womb, you feel me? We're already in the system. Then after we finish that particular system right there, which is school, we have to go out in society and still do the same bullshit that we was doing then, kind of. Wake up at a specific time, go to work, rinse and repeat. Same thing. You feel me? But with that being said, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification button. You feel me? If you want to stay updated on the next video. And let me know in the description down below what y'all think about this matter. You feel me? What y'all think about this? Was y'all saying the same shit I was saying? Was y'all saying here, you feel me, bullshitting and saying you want to be an adult too? Or was it just me? Because I know it wasn't just me. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.